Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear viewers, I am Dr. Noshin Afshan and you are watching Dr. Noshin Afshan YouTube. I hope that all of you would be fine and I am thankful to you for watching this video. To watch more videos, please subscribe my channel and press bell icon. So our today's lecture is about identical systems that are connected by a single bond, and that is about heterocycles. So identical heterocycles that are connected by a single bond and the system contains more than one heterocycle. So in that case, we use the prefixes to denote the number of the heterocycles in a system using the prefixes that are bi, tertiary, that is ter, and quarter. Bi would be used for 2 heterocycles and ter would be used for 3 identical heterocycles and quarter for 4 identical heterocycles, and so on. So the number of the heterocycles has been demonstrated by using prefixes, and the position of those heterocycles is also mandatory to be mentioned. So the position is indicated, for example, this is a system that contains 2 identical pyridine rings. So here the heteroatom would be given number 1, and in these cases we will move towards that direction which is connected to the other heterocycle. So we cannot move along this direction because that would be away from this connected position. So we will move along this direction, and here it would be 2 and 3 and so on. And in that case we will distinguish the other heterocycles from the first one by using primes. So this ring would be denoted by the 1 prime for nitrogen, and then here this connected position would be 2 prime, then 3 prime, and so on. So here this one is closer to the other heterocycle, so we will give the 2 prime number to this position. And in this way its name would become, here the connectivity is at 2 and 2 prime positions, so we will use 2 prime, and as there are 2 heterocycles, so we use the prefix bi, and every heterocycle is pyridine, so we will use here bipyridine. And similarly in this case, here the heteroatom would be given number 1, this is 2, and in that case this would be 1 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime, and 4 prime. Then we can also move, if we see that can we move along this direction, then we cannot move along this direction because here the other heterocycle is at 1, 2 and 3 prime position, but here it is at 2 prime position, so the preference would be given to the lowest possible number. So that is why we have given the number 2 prime to this position, because this connectivity is closer one to the heteroatom. So here this would be given 1 double prime, then here it is the 3 at 3 position, but along this direction it would be at 4, so we will move to this direction, that is 1 double prime, 2 double prime, 3 double prime. So now their numbering would be represented as, here we use the first 2 rings, that is 2 and 2 prime, then here there would be colon, and then the position would be other heterocycles, that is 4 prime, and that is connected with 3 double prime. So in this way they would be separated by comma, and 2 rings would be separated by colon. Then as there are 3 identical thiophenes, so its name would become ter-thiophene, because every heterocycle represents the thiophene system. So in this way we will call it 2, 2 prime, 4 prime, 3 double prime, ter-thiophene. So next we focus on the fused ring systems. So, naming the fused ring heterocycles, the side of the heterocycle is labeled by putting the letters A, B, C and so on, and these letters would be given to the positions that are in between atom number 1 and 2. Then the letter B would be given to the atoms that are in between 2 and 3 position, and C would be given to the side that is between 3 and 4 atom, third or fourth atom. So following this set of rule, as the heterous atom is always given number 1, and if there are more than one heteroatoms, then you have to keep in mind the priority order for the heteroatoms. So in this case, here the nitrogen is being given number 1 position and this adjacent carbon would be given number 2, and this would be given number 3, 4, 5 and 6, and as the side between atoms 1 and 2 would be given letter A, so this would be given letter A. This side between atoms number 2 and 3 would be given letter B. This side between atom number 3 and 4 would be given letter C. Similarly, D, E and F. And the ring that is fused with this heterocycle, for example, in the case of benzene, the last letters of that name are omitted and that would end with O. So these letters would be substituted by putting the letter O with this name. So this name would become benzo. For example, if the benzene ring is fused between the atoms number 2 and 3, so in other words, the benzene ring is fused with the side B of the heterocycle. In that case, its name would become benzo. First, the other ring or the ring other than heterocycle would be given the prefix. Here this is the prefix. So any ring that is fused with the heterocycle, this ring would be given name as a prefix. Then the position of the fused side would be mentioned, that is here B, and then the heterocycle would be given the name as ending. So here its name is pyridine, and in this way the complete name for this compound would become benzo B pyridine. Similarly, in this case, as this is furan, so this oxygen would be given number 1 and this side would be A. Here it would be B, C, D and E. So if the benzene ring is fused with this side B, then its name would become benzo, then position, that is fused position, that is B, and then name of the heterocycle, that is furan. And similarly, in the case of this heterocycle, that is thiophene, as this position or this side would be A, B, C, D and E. If the benzene ring is fused with the side C of this heterocycle, so its name would become, first we have to write down as prefix name of the other ring. Here this is the benzene, or so it would be benzo, and as the fused side is C, so we mention it as C, and then the name of the heterocycle, that is thiophene. So in this case, as you know that the 7-membered unsaturated heterocycle containing the sulfur as the heteroatom is given the name thiopene. So its sides would be A, B, C, D, E, F and G. And if the benzene ring is fused with side D, then its name would become benzo D-thiopene. And if this benzene ring is fused with this side, then this would not be given letter F, rather we will start the numbering from this direction then. So it would be A and B, because we have to specify these sides by giving the smallest letter as according to the alphabetics. So the fused side would be given lower letter, and in that case we will write down their names. So in the case of benzene it would be benzo, but in the case of naphthalene its name would become naphtho. So thank you very much for watching the video. Please subscribe my channel and press bell icon. Allah Hafiz.